Alright, Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 2, 3, character tier list time. I think C is just gonna be middle of the road. Like it's just a character. You know? Like I don't have any super positive feelings for them or super negative feelings for them. They're just there, I think. Like it's neutral. It's like if someone wants to talk to me about the character, I'll be like, oh, okay, cool, and I like won't be mad about it. Then D are the ones that I dislike, and F are the ones that I hate. I think that's good. And then B will be the ones that I like. A are the ones that I love, and then I guess S is just like the best ones, which I'll try to make that very what's the word? Exclusive, I guess, not to put too in. That's how I'm approaching it, if that makes any sense. So yeah, because I know that when it comes to things like this, people, I guess, not a lot of people use C that much because they think it's insulting, but I'm like, oh, it's the closest to the middle I can get, and it technically is in the middle. S is just like a very special case, so we'll go with that. Alright, that's enough explanation. Yeah, I guess so. C can also be who were you again? Yeah, it's possible. But we'll begin with Shulk. So, I think the one thing that really makes Shulk stand out to me, real quick, is just that he's a nerd, which is just, it's funny to say that, but I think that that's really interesting, because usually in RPGs, the hero or the main protagonist is like, has a bit more pronounced personality, that they're a lot more out there. And of course they're more active, like sword fighters. Usually main characters use swords, or they're just much more engaging. It's not to say that Shulk isn't engaging, but like your intro to him is that, you know, he spends all his time in the lab, he's always researching stuff, and he's smart. And of course, once shit happens and he becomes very vengeful, that like opens up the more, I guess, expected route for him to go, with him being a lot more louder and angry and wanting vengeance. But even then, like, it's a different take. Like, I'm not saying that Xenoblade is the one who did it first. I legit don't know who is. But as far as I recall, when I played Xenoblade 1 for the first time way back, I thought it was interesting to have like a smarter, more intelligent guy in the lead. So for that, I think it's safe to put him in, I would like to put him in B. Like, just cause like, if C is standard, then I think, and he's not really a standard, I don't see him as a standard pro tag, I actually really like him. Maybe I'll put him up to A for love, but like for now, I really like Shulk. I'll think about it, but I really do like Shulk, I think he's great. And that's why. Let's see, let me look ahead in the list a little bit. Okay, they just have one Fiora, which makes sense. I don't know why you would have more than one. But yeah, so I guess it would count all variations like her and the Mecha one. Let's see, Fiora. I actually like Fiora. I don't have really a lot of issues with her personally. I know that people do, but I enjoy her. I think she's nice. I look forward to, like, cause like the thing is, like, gosh, this reminds me of Tales of Berseria of all things. It's like losing her so early in the game. Shulk wanted vengeance, so I was like, hell yeah, I want vengeance too, let's go get it. So it's like I was invested in getting that back for the character, because I thought she's really nice and sweet. Well, I mean, you would think she's nice and sweet, but she's got her sass. She's always picking fights with Ryan and stuff like that. And I just think that that's nice. That's a good character trait too. And then, gosh, she comes back like so much later, and then that's a whole nother can of worms. Because it's like, yay, we should all be happy she's back. But then it's like, I have so many issues. It's like, uh-oh, get in line. I feel like Xenoblade characters, generally, with very few exceptions, have a lot of issues. Like, yeah. So, you know, I think, yeah, I'd probably just put her in B too. I like her too. But gosh, it's so funny to think about. Alright, Dunban. Dunban's fucking great. I love Dunban. So, you know. Like, I think Dunban is also one of those things when it comes to JRPG parties where you have the main character and then you have the team leader. So, Shulk is the main character. I think no one is going to deny that. But Dunban is absolutely the leader of the group. I don't think anyone's gonna deny that either. I mean, he even says it at one point in the game. He says, I'm kind of the leader of this Mechon bashing band of Homs. And he is, and I think that's interesting. I'm sure other games, there were other games on my mind that do that too, where the main character isn't really the leader, but like I can't think of one right now. Like they always look to them for like where we go next, but generally there's someone else who's like more responsible, and I think Dunban, yeah, Dunban's got the sass, the badassery, and the flower style, the blossom style. Yeah, he's great. Love him. So like in my head, I'm trying to think of different Tales games that I've played, but no, I think like I mean, I would not want Lloyd or Luke to be the leaders of their respective games. I'll just put that out there. Not that they're irresponsible, but you know. Anyway, moving on to Ryan, the BFF. He's great. Like, I mean, there's really not much to say. I like seeing character relationships like that, where they're like, they've been buddies for a while and they get along so well. And this applies to the three of them, since you start the game with the three of them. It's nice. It's really good. I enjoy them. This is a good bunch. And Ryan, it's just, I just think about him now. He's so fun. He's a fun guy. I think it's interesting too. I like the scenes later in the game where he kind of thinks about how he started this whole adventure wanting to protect Shulk, but as the game goes on, like, and the Monado power awakens and Shulk becomes incredibly more broken and like stronger, Ryan's like, then what's the point? He's much tougher than me. I like that chat that he has with Charla. And but he's still gonna be there. He's the ever reliable buddy you can always count on to take some hits and just be a good friend. There's nothing wrong with that. And on to Charla we go. I think the whole party's gonna go in B, just because I like them. Charla's great. Also, she does become your third party. Since you lose Fiora, Denben has to stay back home, so she comes with you, and that's like your the first team that you actually spent a dedicated amount of free game time with is Shulk, Ryan, and Charla, so I at least got attached to that trio a lot. And they were kind of my default for most of the game when I first played it. And I like Charla. I like the idea of a medic using a gun. I just thought that was interesting. Once again, I don't know if Xenoblade was the first to do it, but when I saw it, I'm like, this is cool. And I always liked using her. I know people are always like, oh, you don't need healers or this or that or whatever, but I'm like, I needed one. I think Xenoblade was the first game I played that played the way that it did, and it was good to have Charla around as like a cushion, and I just kind of got used to it, and I liked having her around to heal for that. And like, I just think she's really nice. It's funny because a lot of people like to, it's kind of like, sure there are other characters to see about where people don't want to like them because, oh, they don't do anything, and I'm like, I don't know, I feel like when you meet Charla, everything that happens early on is kind of dealing with that, because you're trying to retake Colony 6 for her. Help her out with that. You have Atharan and Juju who are friends. You learn about, what's his name? Gatto. And like all that stuff goes on with Colony 6. And I was like, sure, maybe she takes a back seat for a while, but Gatto comes back eventually. And regardless, I just like her, you know? What else can I say? I find it hard to dislike these people. These characters, and I know it's like maybe biased just because of how much I love Xenoblade 1, but like I'm trying to think, I'm like, what do they do that I don't like about them? Like, is there like a story moment where they make a choice I disagree with? It's like, not really. So it's easy to say, oh, Ricky, poop. It's just, I mean, the ultimate way that you can tell that this list is gosh, what's the word? Oh, cat time. Sure, go enjoy your cat time. Catch the rest of your children when you... Yeah, I'll do that. Cats are fun. Can't ever turn away from cats. Ricky. Gosh, what do I say about Ricky? Like, it's funny because I think compared to the other characters that I put on B, he's actually simpler than them. So he should be on B, but goddamn, he's just so lovable. Like, it's really funny, like, being like, oh, I think he's so cute when he's like 40 years old and he has a family, but he is legitimately a very adorable Nopon. It's very hard to dislike him. At least I find it that hard. Like, I think he's funny, I like his voice, he's great to have around. He's very useful. Like, gosh dang, like, why is it that he's the character who reaches max HP first? Like, there's a lot of things that I really do like about him. And ultimately it all comes down to I just love the guy. So, there we go. That's the ultimate way to tell that this is not like some technical list. Even though I'm kind of talking like it is, I guess I'm just sharing my random thoughts. Oh boy. Alright, so now we got Melia. This is where it begins, yay! Okay, I had to decide where to put Melia. This is gonna be tough. I guess it's, yeah, like Melia and Nia go hand in hand with having the same issue with me, where I think back when I played the games, I know for Nia for sure, it's been so long since I first played Xenoblade 1, so I kind of forget. But I'm pretty sure I like them both well enough. But I'd be lying if I said that didn't change a lot recently. I know I have a lot of problems with Xenoblade 3, and Melia and Nia. It's like, I don't know if you can call it overexposure. Maybe you can, but like, it's unfair because it's not the game. It's just the fandom hailing them as like being the best things ever that has gotten so old, and I'm like, why do you think they're so great? Like, I can't really think of anything personally that made me think, yeah, I love this character. So, yeah, I don't. I guess if I really had to just pick a slot, I would say that I at least still like Melia to an extent. Like, it's not her fault that everybody else makes me not like her as much as I used to, but like, to say that I don't have any feelings one way or the other would be wrong, so like it's fine. Moonkar. Oh wait, these are villains. Should I keep going with the main characters, or should I come back to it later? Because man, there's a lot of people here. Alright, I guess we could go faster since we're out of the main party now. Moonkar. Where in the world do I put Moonkar? Do I like him as a villain, or do I love him as a villain? How about Dixon? Gosh, this is hard. I try to remember, I'm doing this from the perspective of how much I like or enjoy them versus like technical ratings. Like, oh well, this villain is thin, therefore F, which is not how I feel. I think A and B is gonna be filled with a lot of people if I keep doing it this way. Well, we'll worry about that later. So I think I'm gonna put them both in love. Like, to be completely honest, which is weird putting Moonkar above the rest of the party. Now that I think about it. You know, no, Moonkar goes in like, Dixon goes in love. Yeah, that's right. I think they're both great. I do like them both as villains. I just like Dixon more. I just do. Like, it's just like, Moonkar's a lot of fun to have around. Dixon's a lot of fun to have around. But just, I guess, seeing how Dixon goes. Like, I'm trying to remember if I ever thought that he'd be like a traitor or anything like that. But like, I really don't remember if that ever crossed my mind first playing the game. But I always thought he was cool, and then when it turned out he was evil and like everything that happens in Makon's core, I'm like, yo, what? I still think he's a great villain overall, and Moonkar's a cool villain. Zord also goes in like simply because of his voice acting. I really do like him, and I really love his voice. It's just, I love it. Zord. Callian. I'm gonna put Callian in like, I think Callian's rad. I think he's very cool. Hey, there, he's with his sister. Yeah, we'll put them next to each other. That'd be nice. Callian's great. Callian's cool. Win out like a boss. Can't really be too upset about that. Okay. Now that brings us to Saurian. I mean, I didn't talk about Callian much, but I mean, there's a lot of characters, so I'm gonna have to keep this thinner if I want to keep going. I guess I'll put him in C. Like, I don't really feel either way for him, but like, I think he did his role well. You know, there's nothing I distinctly dislike about him. He's cool, trying to be a good dad, and then keeping us from Prison Island, which is kind of a dick move, but you know, we can deal with it. I just thought his ears were weird. Like, not weird, just because they're so big and kind of like floopy. But who are you? That I believe is who's Saurian's wife? It's Callion's mom and Melia's stepmom, right? Wow, I legit don't remember her name. I'm not even playing. I mean, I guess, I don't know, C or D? I guess, I don't really know. If I ever remember her name, I'll come back and talk on it. Okay, we got Lorthia and Tyrea next. See if I can knock those out. Like, I remember their names. Granted, she's in the game for, like, when you first go to Alchemoth. Callion's mom. And then after that, she's just held in the Tower of Investigation for the rest of the game. And when she comes back into the story, she's been turned into a Telethia, so not a lot there. Tyrea's fine. I mean, you know, no real feelings on that. I know there's some people who freaking go nuts over her, but I feel like it's like if you're a Hyentia or a Goromati, you will naturally think you're the best, so, you know, that's fine, whatever. Lorthia. Thinking either B or C. I think I'll put her in C for now. I think she's fine. I think she's okay. It's funny though, a lot of things that people say is like, they love to quote the you'll pay for your insolence line, but I think last time I played Xenoblade, she did not say that a lot. Which granted, it's been a while since I played Definitive. Gosh, I should go back to it. I mean, I say that about a bunch of games, and I never do. But, yeah, I mean, she's fine. I don't really have any distinct hatred for her that I can feel right now. Next move to Egil, Ogi, I don't know. Egil and Vinea. Oops, where'd Egil go? There he is. Egil, boop. Vinea, boop. I think it would have been really cool if like Vinea was a party member, just because I would have liked having an actual Mechon party member. I know Fiora is like machine for the second half of the game, but she's a face unit, which is distinctly different from a normal Mechon. If not Vinea, Linata, which is the only other Mechon we spend a lot of time with. Machina, I mean. But you know, I like Vinea. She was very helpful. Very nice, guiding us around Mechonis and trying to help us deal with Egil. And Egil's just a great villain. Or a great antagonist, I should say. He's awesome. And his robot Yaldabaoth is really cool. I always did it like Mikkel. I always enjoyed getting a new scene with him. And just talking to him. He's so jolly. Like, he's a big guy, so friendly. Not much I could dislike there. Put Linata there too. For like, because I like her as well. She's very helpful. And just nice. It's nice to meet some Machina people and that they're not all insane. Even though technically the most insane of them is my favorite, but you know what I mean. Alright, Gato! Juju and Vangar. Try to knock these guys out real quick. Gato, where do I put Gato? I think I'm gonna put Gato here. Like, I think he's fine. Like, if there was ever one point that I would say dislike is maybe like his flashback with Charla, where he says that it would have been fine if everybody died if they got to keep the fortress. And I'm like, alright, that's a bit weird. But ultimately I think he's okay. Like, I guess it balances out because I think Jadeface is like such an awesome Mechon design and the boss fight against him is very clever, so I guess that kind of does it. Juju, I know it's easy to hate Juju and everybody probably puts him in F or even D. I mean, Is there anything Juju does that I specifically dislike? Yeah, he runs off to the colony because he thinks we don't care, but we do. We're just not running off half-cocked like he is. I'm thinking either C... I'll just probably put him in C, I guess. Because I wouldn't say I like him, but I also don't have the immense hate for him that everybody else seems to. Who are you? Vanguard. I remember I said that. I just put Vanguard there. He's fine. He's entertaining at least. Chief Dunga. I remember Chief Dunga's name, and I don't remember your name, Miss Lady. Chief Dunga. Where do I put Chief Dunga? I think yeah, here's good. Zanza himself. And then Mayneth. And then Alvis. Alright, so this is easy. Yeah. I love Alvis. I like Zanza. I like Mayneth. That's good. Even though, I mean, Mayneth only had one scene. But, I mean, if we were going by screen time, that would change everything. Which we're not. We're going by how I feel about it. I enjoyed that we did have, for like 5 seconds, a god who didn't hate our guts. So, you know, that's cool. That's nice. Anyway. Who else we got? Atharon. Just put him here. And that's it for Xenoblade 1, it seems like. Yeah, there's really no one in Xenoblade 1 that I actively dislike that I can think of. The only one who I would think to go that low is like... maybe Juju on a bad day, and maybe Melia on a really bad day. But once again, Melia is like... my opinion of her is totally affected by... just how nonsense everything else is. Alright, and the same for Nia, who we're about to get to, because I guess we're in Xenoblade 2 town now. This will be fun. Alright, right off the bat, Rex is best. I love Rex, he's the best. I'm not gonna elaborate, because I don't want to. No, really, I love Rex. I just think he's great. Just, I'm trying to think. Because I remember talking about Shulk and how he's not like a standard hero. I mean, Rex technically isn't really. He's just a guy who was doing a job, and then he got roped into all this, and he decided to run with it. And I think it's funny that, I also really do like, actually, this is something that goes to other media that I enjoy, is when the hero or the main guy is not the best, but he grows to be the best. Like, talking about Toku now, there's some Kamen Riders where I really like that aspect of it. I think my favorite Kamen Rider of all time is Ryuki. And Shinji himself is pretty trash in the beginning. He gets kind of steamrolled by everybody, but by the end of the series, he is taking everybody out in fights. And if he didn't have like a moral compass, he would have killed everybody many times over. And it's kind of cool for that for Rex. That like by the end of the game, when he attains the third sword and all that stuff, he's grown from kind of bumbling about and needing Van Damme to teach him how to be a blade to being the master driver. Being a driver, I mean, you don't learn how to be a blade. That'd be weird. But he becomes a master driver, and it's great. It's like this just arc that I enjoy. His arc is great. Pyra and Mithra. I gotta pick one. So I love Pyra. We'll go like this. I love them. I mean, I love them both, but when it comes to which one I love more, I'm like, Pyra's my favorite, and then Mithra's right there, right behind her. But you know, I like them both a lot. I think they're great too. So awesome. I was not expecting them to get into Smash. Like I still remember that when the original Smash Ultimate came out and they were done before any of the DLC. I was like, yeah, we're not getting them. I was convinced they would not be in the DLC. Even if we got like 3 seasons of DLC, I would not. Well, maybe, but like I wasn't really holding out hope. So when they actually got in, it was pretty awesome. But yeah, I love them. I think they're so great, so awesome. Gosh, that's gonna. Oh man, the longer we spend Xenoblade 2 is really gonna make me want to play Xenoblade 2 again. Oh man, I didn't put like 450 hours in it for nothing. That was a blast. Spyra is really cute, really friendly. She can cook, which gosh darn, I wish I could. That'd be awesome. And Mithra is just, I like her more aggressive personality in the beginning. and like how she's trying to shield herself from everything that happened in Torna by acting that way. It's really, really cool because like they seem like they have like a goal to get back to Elysium and the Architect and everything. And then we find out the real reason that they want to get there. It's like, oh, I would not have expected that from either of you, but like it makes a lot of sense. And just, I don't know, man. They're my favorites. All right, well, Nia, just, I guess. If I'm being fair, which once again means disregarding how the fandom makes me feel, I just need to be really honest. Be like, yeah, I like Nia. Admittedly, would I say that I ever loved her at one point? I'm trying to think. I don't think I did. Maybe, because once again, it's been a while since I first played the game, obviously. But the thing with Nia was that she was at her best before Spirit Crucible Elpis. After Spirit Crucible Elpis, I actually liked her a lot less. Yeah, I'm being totally honest. Tora, I like Tora. Tora's great. He's very friendly. I still think he's cute. Goofy. He's huge, too. Like, jeez. Like, thinking about it, I think, like, gosh, if he stands next to Ricky, probably, like, twice his size. It's just because of what he eats a lot, right? I think that's what it is. He's heavyset. It's very funny, though. I like Tora a lot. I wouldn't quite say I love him like Ricky, which, I mean, ultimately, Tora is more involved in the story and more active, but, like, Ricky's just Ricky. No, they don't make no pun like Ricky or Tora anymore, that's for sure. Morag and Zeke. Where do I want to put you two? Where do I want to put Morag and Zeke? Do I like them or do I love them? Skip him for now. Just put Vandem in like, because I know I like him. I think maybe like would be fair. Maybe. Like, I'm really stretching my brain here, really to think about them as a whole. I think Morag's really freaking cool. Like, she's awesome. And, I mean, Zeke too. Like, they're both really cool characters. I really do like the party of Xenoblade 2 as a whole. I think I'm gonna put them in love. I think they're really cool. I think they're really great. They have a lot of awesome moments, just as characters, and it's great to have these, as Zeke says, the adults in the room, try to guide the kids. It's interesting how much more of a back role they take in their guidance, but I do enjoy it. I like them very much, which translates to love. I love them. Yeah, I like almost everything so far, but yeah, those two are great. All right, we're on to Dromark. I was gonna say I love Dromark. Do I love Dromark? I like Dromark. Yeah. He's friendly, very fuzzy looking. I don't see why anyone would dislike him. He's very... I don't know, he's Dromark. It's just... Man. He's loyal, he's friendly. I remember thinking that... Just like, gosh, I still remember like seeing Xenoblade 2 for the first time and seeing the blades and everything and being like, yo, like all the varied designs and everything's just really cool. Dromark's great. Poppy, I love Poppy. Yeah, that's easy. Bridget, and Pandoria. I love Morag and Zeke. How do I feel about Bridget and Pandoria by comparison? I just like them. Not like they're that much lower than their drivers. They're both really cool. I do think it was funny how the first time, now I'm thinking about it, the first time you meet Zeke and Pandoria, Pandoria says nothing that whole first cutscene, and I'm not entirely sure why. She just like does his poses and plays around until I think the only thing she does is scream when they fall from the cliff, which is funny. And then when you fast forward to the second time meeting, she's quiet for like the first half of the meeting until Zeke talks about his contacts, and she leans in to tell Rex and the crew like the gag, and I just think it's funny that I'm like, wait, she actually talks? I just think it's funny because it's like, was there a reason that you didn't speak at all the first time and now you are? But that's fun. It's nice to have Bridget around too. I think Bridget's cool. Bridget and Morag make a they're a great combo. I mean, so is Zeke, and to be honest, everybody in their blades are just really good combos, but Morag's really cool and Bridget's really cool. The flame whip sword's just visually awesome. It's also nice once again to have more reasonable authority figures in the group. You can say that about Bridget. Rock. I like Rock. I think I will agree with what everyone says that I wish Rock was more prevalent in the story. I feel like he definitely should have been. Because he kind of got left out after... Like, after you wake him up from the core crystal again. He doesn't really do much. And as people point out, like, in all the cutscenes, since obviously Rex can't wield the Aegis sword anymore, in all the cutscenes, he's wielding Rock's scythe, and yet Rock isn't around. It is a weird call to make. I like Rock. Gramps! Oops. Gramps! Yeah, I mean, what else do I need to say? Gramps is great. I remember playing, like, seeing, I think, early gameplay and not being sure. I don't even think I knew he was speaking, because he does. He tells you, I believe, what, like, the enemy affinities are changing to. It's just, there's a lot of voices going on in the battle. And I think at one point I thought that that was the announcer or something. I can't remember. They got, like, mixed up somewhere in my head. But no, it's clear. He's really friendly to have around. He trolls what's-his-face really early, and it's like, alright. Are you gonna die? No? Why are you doing this to me? Alright, and we're out to Malus and Jin. Freaking awesome villains. It's funny because I hate them for what they do in the games and how evil they are. But, like, as characters, I just think they're great. I'd be like, oh no, I hate them because evil, you know, it's easy to put them there because, yeah, evil. But, like, man, they're great villains. Love them. Love seeing their rise, love seeing their fall. Seriously, Jin's ending, Malice's ending. Their stories as a whole are freaking top. Alright, I don't know if I can say much more than that. I'm trying to think in my head. How much do I love them? I don't know, just, I love them. And of course, like, once again, with much like with Mithra, with Jin, it really is just Torna. Adds a lot more to him, and Malus, which I already really enjoyed them as villains before. So it's just like, okay, this is even better. Okay, we got... Where's Petroka? That's weird. She's straight up not here. Wow. Great. Just what I needed. A tier list to have someone missing. Alright, well, we're gonna put the rest of Torna in the same spot. So Mikhail, Akos, and Petroka will all go here. Just pretend that she's there with them. Why is Petroka missing? Maybe the creator of tier list forgot about her. I don't know. But sure, we'll just put them in. No strong or positive feelings towards them. Once again, I hate them for what actions they take in the game, but as characters, you know, I think they're fine. Nothing terrible there. All right, these next guys. All right, Sever, Chrysitis, and Abrona. Oh, and Perdido. So this is gonna be funny. So Chrysitis and Abrona, I'll put them in C. I don't really have any opinions for them. As Akos and Mikhail's blades. But I'm gonna put Sever and Perdido in like, simply because of their designs. Because I like their designs a lot. I think Sever also, I like his voice too. It's Malice's blade and Petroka's blade. Yeah. Is that dumb reason to put them up there? Maybe, but I mean, who cares? It's my dumb reason. I think they look cool, so they go in B. Laura, oh, I remember when Torna the Golden Country was revealed, I was like, okay, yeah, I didn't really want it to be a prequel, I didn't really, but like, after playing, I'm like, this is awesome, this is great, I liked it. I just never really got any attachment to Laura so much. I feel like her story was well told throughout Xenoblade 2. I don't even think you really needed Torna to expand on her. I think Torna did much more for Jin and Malice than it would have ever done for her. I guess even Adam, technically. But, because you already know her full story from the flashbacks in the main game. Which is fine. And it was good. But, you know, nothing else much there for me. Like, as the main character of the DLC, I was just like, eh. You know, alright, whatever. Okay, and... That's Niall, right? Not Hugo? Yeah, no, there's Hugo. Okay, they are separate. Okay. Let's see, so Hayes... Hayes isn't separate from herself, right? Hayes and Fanlanorn, / Fanlanorn, Adam, Niall. I really like Adam. And Niall. Niall is a reasonable authority figure. I like him. What else good? Gosh, where are the dislikes and the hates gonna... At this point, I should just use D for, like, whatever. Oh, wait, I know where all the dislikes and hates are gonna come from. Never mind. Am I being too easy on them? I don't think so. I'm sure someone else will think that I am. Alright, we got King Eula Giminos, right? Seeks that. He's fine. And he exists. I don't remember your name. Just like her, so I'm gonna put you here. He's the guy who comes after us in Gormod, I remember that. Oh, I like this guy. He's so cool. I was gonna say Mikkel, that's wrong. Give me a sec, I know this one. Wow, wait, have I actually forgotten? That can't be. I played Torna a few months ago. I mean, I say a few months ago, for all I know it was like 6 months ago now. This is weird. He's part of fucking Team Adam. It's Adam, Mithra, and... Do I even remember his fake name? How the shit do I forget this guy? It's funny, because I forgot these two. Oh, man. This is gonna bug me. It's really gonna bug me, the fact that I can't remember either of his names. Because I like him. Like, I actually do like the role that he plays, even in Xenoblade 2, for as small as it is. Just being Vandam's friend. I think the conversation he and Rex have after Vandam dies is awesome. Like, it's great. It's a great character moment for Rex. And Minoth. There we go. Old Man Cole, I believe, is his identity by the time of Xenoblade 2. But Minoth. I don't know where that came to me, but he's cool. So yes, there he goes. Banna. I put Banna here and like. I'm gonna put Queen Rakura here, and she's okay. She's whatever. She's there. I think this is Mui Mui. I'm just gonna put him here. Amalthus. He got a special place. So yeah, Queen Rakura is whatever. Like Mui Mui is whatever. Banna's just entertaining as a villain. He's freaking funny. So yeah, I like him for that. Amalthus. There we go. All as that should be. Alright. Next we have Klaus and the Architect, which they're separate, even though, I mean, technically they are the same person, correct? I mean, you would think that in that case that, I was gonna say Vinaya. It's not Vinaya, it's, no, it is Vinaya, right. No, she's Vinaya. Vinaya's Mikkel's daughter. What's Manus' human name? Galea! There we go. No wonder. It's funny that she's not separated from... Well, there's Zanza, who's the other part of Klaus, who's the other part of the Architect. Or, I mean, they're all the same thing. It's like Klaus got split into Zanza and the Architect. So, they all go together. Oh, now we got the rare blades. Oh my gosh, there's so many rare blades. Alright, let's that's a lot of rare blades. Maybe we'll do them at the end for fun. Let's keep moving. Let's speed along to future connected. Kino and Nene. I think they're super cute. I like them. There's some really great scenes in the DLC too. Like really good stuff. I will admit the Future Connected DLC has some strange pacing at the beginning. Cause like you meet, like after you get off the plane and it's like, oh, Kino and Nene stood away with us. or after you get off Junks. We have a fight with them. We go to sit in the side of the bushes after we're done with the fight, and then like we get just heavy dump of Kino backstory, like right there at the start. Like playing the game again, it's strange. I honestly do find it a bit odd how it's placed there, but like I think they're adorable and have really good moments. There's a lot of really good conversations. The heart-to-hearts or whatever they're called with Kino are really good. And there's a conversation with Nene that I wish was voice acted, and I don't know why it wasn't. I think when she's talking about getting stuck up in the tree. Just really good stuff. I like them. Here we go. I don't really care. Next we got... That's the kid. I don't know his name. It's the one who was researching Telethi, and he's in the DLC for some reason. Well, because he's researching. I got Galgar and this guy. I know I don't like that guy. I don't really like Galgar either. And this is the Machina dude. Let's just put him here. He's fine. I at least think his design's cool, and he's a lot more level-headed. Like, I get why this guy is super mad about everything, but I also don't care. Galgar is just whatever. Like, it's so insanely obvious that he's evil that I just, like... I don't even know why he bothered pretending at all. Wait, was that it for Future Connected? Okay, looks like it. I see some other Torna characters that should probably hit up. So Hugo, I'll also put that I like him. Mick? No, that's not Mick. That's Milton. Milton. I'll just put him here. He's fine. Gort. Gort. He's whatever. I don't feel anything particularly for him, either or. I think he serves his part as being Laura's baddie well enough. Just put the king and the prince there. I'll put this freak here. I thought I actually did like his role in helping Amalthus and everything. I just think it's funny that they create a new character like that for the DLC, then the main game comes out, he's just nowhere to be seen. Then again, Indol's forces don't get used as much as I think they should have. But, you know, I mean, he's fine. Like, his role and just listening to him was funny.